And welcome in today's trade idea section inside of Blockrevision channel. Today we will talk about one of the cryptocurrency that has been forgotten for a while, but needs an attention once again. So today's cryptocurrency that I find among all of crypto assets to have the biggest chance to rise within 1 or 2 weeks is HEDERA hash graph. So HEDERA hash graph has been by some of the crypto skeptics, some of the decentralized maximalists, been found as one of the shitcoin, as it doesn't really has an open source type of programming code that is backing the protocol. Right now we can find that beyond all of this fad, HEDERA hash graph is not as evil as others trying to depict it. So why HEDERA? HEDERA is one of the cryptocurrency that by developers is introduced as only one public distributed ledger that utilizes the fast, fair, secure hashgraph consensus mechanism. So it's an alternative to a blockchain, and we don't really have a chance to have an insight to its protocol, because as I've mentioned, it's close to users. So we need to trust the developers that it is run in such a manner as in the white paper of a product it really is attached. So we can find it by all the things that we can find on a website of HEDERA. We can find that there's more than 10,000 transactions per second with a very cheap cost and with a quite fast speed regarding what its competitors are showcasing. So also very important of recent is getting what energy is used per transaction. We could find in one of the recent articles that HEDERA hash graph beats DLT competitors on energy consumption. So the thing that makes HEDERA mostly different from other cryptos is its consensus mechanism that uses not a proof of work, but the gossip about gossip and virtual voting as a consensus mechanism. So it means we need a specific state of a protocol in order to validate its transactions, and by its founders we may find that its protocol, its solution, might be even better than its bigger competitors, Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, in terms of stability, it still need to be done in order to set a HEDERA solutions as one of the most stable among whole crypto space. So in terms of security, we still need to overtake some obstacles. So if I'd like to get to the latest news on HEDERA, we can find that more and more banks joining governing council of DLT HEDERA hash graph. So it means that very serious players are joining this structure, and naming a few, Bank, Google and IBM already has made a kind of a partnership with this DAG solution. Let's have a look at some fundamentals behind HEDERA. So on HEDERA we have found that social engagement into this structure is increasing. On Twitter, however, the Reddit subscribers has dropped substantially of recent. If you have any clue why, just please attach it in the comments below the video, as it's quite worrisome. But beyond this, the amount of commits for HEDERA hasn't been publicized of recent because Hashgraph is quite close to such revealing such data, so we need to skip this one. Let's have a look at the roadmap of HEDERA. We can find that on Q4 of 2021 we have HTS improvement for NFTs, flexible token associations, and React native SDK. So these are things, especially SDK, is very important in order to gain its product awareness among users and developers. So it's very important for network expansion, and also entering an NFT space is something that may cheer some of its investors. Let's get a bit further. We can find that in terms of tokenomics, we still have lots of tokens to be issued, as circulating supply right now is at about 30% of the total supply. So it means total supply will be issued in the years to come by 2033, as we can find on helphedera.com website. Let's get into another topic that is a where those tokens will be issued to which groups, and we can find that in a Q4, as an example, those groups has been advisors and employees mainly. So yeah, there are quite substantial moves in order to reward its community in tokens in order to have the work going on. So let's have a look at its competitors. In a marketplace tokens sector, we can find that HEDERA is behind FTX token and Bitcoin Cash. So I would say that not maybe FTT token, but Bitcoin Cash is something that may be overtaken by HEDERA in the future. So it's twice as much market cap than HEDERA. Let's have a look at enterprise solutions, and we can find that HEDERA have very strong competitors in this area where Phantom, Stellar, and Polygon is. Bitcoin Cash is definitely one that may be a lagger in the months to come. In terms of payments tokens, there are lots of tokens that are offering its services in payments, so I wouldn't really bother this one. But in terms of DAG tokens, HEDERA is the necessary one. So regarding all of these ranks, we may find that HEDERA might have some tokens to overtake still, but I wouldn't find that it's very close to any of them in the very short period of time. The Bitcoin Cash might be overtaken in enterprise solutions branch, but among all, HEDERA is quite big in terms of market cap in comparison to its competitors. In terms of token insight, we can find that the project has been scored as quite good as a team as a ecosystem score, it has been rated a bit lower, but among all, we can find that HEDERA hashgraph is in 2/3 the best crypto assets among all. And talking about this, talking about whole fundamentals and all issues about its tokenomics, we can right now have a look at what is sentiment behind this crypto. Right now it's much more to the neutral than to the bullish, so it putting us in a favorable position where we can find that there is not very hyped asset. In terms of funding rates on HBAR, we can find that we are right now achieving a nearly the highest funding rate on Bybit since the end of October, so it's not very optimistic for us traders, as there might be some liquidations. However, after recent fake out been made on 28th of October, we may find that the market has cleared up. So the market has cleared up. It means that there is a lower chance of liquidations or on HBAR in the future. This exactly funding rates on Binance right now marked on a navy blue is very low, so it means there is no much risk on liquidations on Binance as well. So let's have a look at the 0.02% of funding rates on Binance is something we shouldn't bother at all. So let's have a look at the chart right now. So on a chart of HEDERA hashgraph to Tether US on Binance, we may find that we are forming an ascending triangle. An ascending triangle is a bullish continuation pattern, so it means there is a much more probability from this pattern to break to an upside direction than to the downside, especially after this higher volume starting to turn up. So with this one continuation pattern, if we just zoom out, we can find that we are forming something like a much longer triangle that we may extend even to those candles. And if we'd like to make this weekly triangle set as a reference to its future growth, we may make a measurement of a base of this triangle and just move it to a possibly breakout point where the price will cross its upper band, and the measurement, the target measurement, will get us right to nearly $6. So it's about 55% growth from where we are right now. So with this one triangle to being built, we may find that it's I would say the shortest extension that we may get from a technical analysis pattern, which is a ascending triangle. The other technical traders may find that HBAR is forming something like a cup and handle pattern, where on some of the exchanges we may found that HEDERA hashgraph has dropped since debut, since from about $0.4 level that is not visible on Binance, but if it was, there will be cap right here, and handle been set from here to here. And with this one, the extension of a growth would be even higher, as extension right there will get us, oh, it's a little bit overextended. So the extension of it will be a length between the lowest and the highest part of this bottom formation, and will get us up to $0.78. So if I'd like to make a trading bot and set it right now, there will be something like this one, with a stop loss right below the lower band of this triangle, on a risk reward ratio at 12.2 points. So if some of you may think that it's impossible in the cryptocurrency space, such risk reward ratio are highly probable. So right now, if you are even extend your risk reward ratio profile, you might wait for HEDERA hash graph to drop a bit further down to this lower band of this triangle. So the possibly even better entrance than right now is at $0.3536. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments section below the video. Remember about subscribing the channel if you found my content valuable, and see you in the next episode.